Hello, and welcome to part 2 of our Christmas tour. As you can see, we have our nice sweaters on here. Mom actually borrowed mine because she couldn't find hers. It's somewhere in the house. But yeah, we're going to start on the second floor here, and then we're going to go upstairs to the loft. And here's Mello. She's excited to go up to the loft. She's
That's her
already
favorite
going
place.
up there.
And this is my Christmas tie. That's the best thing that I've got in my wardrobe is this thing.
I think there's a light on it, so
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you tried that.
Yeah, I did it. It doesn't work, unfortunately.
Okay, so we'll start at this end of the table, and this is one of my prized items. I made it back in 1988, and it's Rudolph, and that took a long time as well, but quite enjoyed doing this one. And then behind it, these are some vintage candles that we got along with the little candle holders. And this is a Little Drummer Boy album that I got when years ago, I believe it was 1965. And further on here, we got this great little light. And as you can see, there's a little book on here, and it shows Jan Karan. She's a Christian writer, and the book is at home in Mitford. And it was Hallmark that put this out. And if you see down below, it says the Happy Snowman. So if you look at that face, it's very happy. And behind here, Jules spotted this one, and I believe it was at Strathcona. And it's a Christmas Lights by Noma, and he really liked it because it shows all the old artwork. And I believe this goes back to the 50s. And if you notice, the lights have those little funny knobs on there, beads. So actually, we used to put the tree branch in between here, and then we'd push a bead so it would tighten up on the branch of the tree. And then here, this is our reindeer collection. And so we just picked these up, these two white deers. I've never seen all white, but anyways, we got that. And then over here, we also got these two reindeers because way back when I was a kid, these were the two reindeers that we had. So I've always put that out every Christmas, and then we decided, oh, they need some friends, so here's their friends. So behind here was an interesting light that we picked up as well at the women's shelter, and it's showing Santa Claus, and it's got a tree that's all lit up. So, and underneath on the base it says 'twas the night before Christmas. And further on here, we have Santa in this sled. And I like the old face on this Santa. And it's got a little bell. And then behind here, again, Jules just loves these old-fashioned pictures, eh? So he picked this up as well. And it was just for the box itself. And then right behind here, we have a little snowman ornament. And then right behind there, this is a representation, I believe, of Candy Cane Lane here in Edmonton. And so anyways, there's a certain time around Christmas and a little bit after Christmas, all the houses on all like 7 or 8 blocks are all lit up with different Christmas decorations. And then you give to the food bank. So now we'll go up to the loft, which is Matthew's turf. So I'll pass the mic to him.
And as we're going up to the loft,
Yeah, we have these pictures here. Of course, they're of Banff. We have one here. It's Lake Louise. And then there's another one, and I believe it's Moraine Lake, right, with the turquoise water.
you betcha.
It's probably my favorite lake because of the color of the lake. So. Yeah, so going up to the loft here, here's the creche that I had when I was actually a small boy. I think I was like 4 or 5 when I got this creche. and it would always be in my room. But I thought this year I'd put it kind of front and center so that when you enter, when you come up the stairs, that's the first thing you see, and it reminds you of Christmas, what the purpose of Christmas is. So yeah, and here's a nice snow globe here. I think it plays some music. Can wind it up. As you see, the three wise men, they kind of rotate. You also see sheep there, shepherd. Just a really neat piece. Yeah, so moving on to the tree. We have a bunch of different ornaments on here. I think this one I made when I was in grade 2. It's actually my grade 2 photo. As you can see, a lot of my teeth are missing, because I believe I was actively trying to pull out my teeth so that I can get money. So yes, I was very money savvy at that age. Let's see, what other decorations are there here? There is, these 3 snowmen, which I believe we got a few years ago, and it's kind of represents me, Mom, and Dad at the time. There wasn't a 4th one, or else we'd have, Jennifer in there. Here's another decoration here. It's from the Christmas story. It's actually one of my favorite decorations. This is the box, of course, that the dad opens up, and he sees his prized lamp, his leg lamp. So I think it opens up too, but I just don't want it to fall out.
Lots of mice on this.
Yeah, there are a lot of mice. Which is kind of interesting, because we had to deal with a mouse, what was it, last year?
A couple years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I permanently eliminated mice a couple years ago.
Yes. But these ones are nice enough, they can go on your tree, they won't bother you.
But also my mom had a fascination with these little mice Christmas ornaments, so she used to always give a couple mice a year.
Oh, that looks like Ralphie.
Oh yes, this is Ralphie, of course, and that's his brother, Randy, I believe.
Randy.
That's when he had to put on his snowsuit.
Poor Randy.
Such a big snowsuit, he couldn't even put his arms down. Couldn't really move around in that thing. Here's, of course, It's a Wonderful Life ornament. Usually watch that, usually Christmas Eve. Here's a special ornament here. I made this in actually elementary school. My friend's mom, she came into the class with these just clear, these light bulbs, as well with the stickers, and I believe it was acrylic paint, like different colors that we used. So that was pretty cool, being able to make my own ornament in elementary school.
Oh, and look at this. I want to show there's a little mouse, and it's in one of these little walnut shells. So that I've had for years and years.
Here's another one of my favorites here. It's actually a Tigger, and it has like a pull cord. See, so it makes a little motion when you pull on it. That one I've always liked. I like the animated ornaments.
Now, this is getting old. Mommy would have to describe this couple. That's Lucy and Desi.
Oh my good grief, yes. So I love Lucy. Bibsy, I believe that's her most comical show, and I absolutely enjoyed that show.
Look who we found in the tree here.
Boston.
That's my mignon again.
Yeah. So there's all kinds of little things in this one. Plus the feature of this tree is it changes colors.
Yes.
Or it can do lots of different things.
Yes, there are actually 3 different presets on this tree. The first one is, of course, just a white preset. Second is colored, and then the third, it actually changes from white to colored and then back again to white. So I kind of like that. It's kind of like having 2 trees in one. So yeah, that's the tree. Here's the other tree. This was just kind of recalibrated today because it wasn't really working before. So yeah, as you can see, it lights up. It's on a timer, so it shuts off after a certain amount of time, so we don't have to go out there every night and turn it off. It's kind of convenient. Here's, of course, the railing here. Set this up back in November because I was kind of excited that the Christmas season was coming. And yeah, oh yeah, here's the laser light show, as I like to call it. Can't really see it too well now with the lighting. We could turn off the lights for a second if you want, but
Sure.
just it looks better with the lights off. Yeah, there's different, I think you can set a timer on it as well, but since it's inside, I just kind of turn it on and turn it off with the remote. There's like different colors, I believe, like color presets. So right now I just have the classic red and green for Christmas. And yeah, it just adds a cool element to the loft. There we go. So moving on. We have our Elf display here. As you can see, Elf is pretty much my favorite Christmas movie. Anything with Will Ferrell in it, because he's so funny. So these glasses, got these actually for my birthday, and they have just different sayings on them from the movie. So there's like cotton-headed ninny muggins. Oh my God, Santa's coming. I know him. So yeah, just some cool sayings there. Of course, we have the movie DVD set. I like the cover on here because it's just a nice shiny cover. You can actually display it too during Christmas. We have the Grinch Christmas ornament here. This reminds me of the past years when I used to watch the Grinch Who Stole Christmas as a kid. And here's you can probably talk about this one.
Well,
you know,
I'm the one who likes all these little figures, so I had to get the Rudolph set when it has all the Rudolph characters from the movies, or if you call it like just a comic kind of a thing. But I really loved all the characters, so we had to get that. And then there's Mickey's Christmas Carol. There's all the characters from that. So we just thought we'd have those, and that's mainly me.
And then this arrangement here, I believe it was definitely Simon who had done it up, and I have no doubt that Bibsy probably was helping her mom setting up these nice decorations. So we always take it out every single year. And I got that when Simon and Ray were moving to Mississauga. So they had everything out on their table, and they asked all the children just to take whatever they wanted. So that was the item that I had taken. And then over here, it's Auntie Bibiane or Auntie Denise that did up this ornament, and she showed up, I believe it was a Boxing Day, and she was at the front door with this ornament, and we were so wow. It was just absolutely stunning. So that was that.
and moving on, we have all the classic Christmas movies here in the box. We try to go through like as many as we can each year. Although this year we have been watching just movies that we haven't seen before. So a lot of the Hallmark movies. And, you know, some people may say Hallmark is predictable, but the ones we've been watching, they haven't been so predictable. You can't really tell what's going to happen. So that's nice as a male watching it. So here's a special, actually, what did they call this? A wind turner? Or what?
Yeah, I think these things, they would have them in stores. And this was Erskine again, that place where we went to sort of mid-eastern Alberta. And he has all kinds of treasures in there. And he had a bunch of these Matthew will show you one of the other ones later. We're going to go see that one too. But this is a hanging one, and we have another hanging one. Plus, we have a standing one. So these are pretty cool, and they just kind of rotate around. When you put the fan on up there, then it starts to turn. Actually, it's pretty cool how that works.
Yeah, it kind of makes you want to turn the fan on because it turns more. So yeah, it's a pretty cool item. Let's see what we have here.
Oh, that's up there. We have this guy. He's like a soldier, kind of playing his drum. And he rotates back and forth. This is one of those metal pieces that's kind of cool to look at. Now we go into Matthew's big corner. I guess we'll start here.
So yeah, starting here, we just have some more Christmas story items. So we have a deck of cards, playing cards. Haven't really opened it since like the box is so nice. And I don't want to lose any of the cards, of course. Here's a scene from the movie. I forget his name, but he had his tongue stuck on the pole, and they couldn't get it off. So that was actually, I don't know, it was funny yet sad.
Yeah.
Because no one really helped him to get his tongue off the pole. They just all ran inside and left him there.
Ask the question, did you ever do that outside? Did you ever have your tongue stuck on something? I think I did try partially once when I was a kid. It stings.
Ooh. Yeah, I never tried it because I saw The Christmas Story when I was fairly young, so I didn't want to try it after seeing that. It was just, no thanks.
No thanks.
Didn't seem like a fun experience. Moving on here, we have Grinch. Ooh. Grinch figures. It's kind of cool. At the time, I probably wanted to take it out of the box, but it was probably best to leave it inside to display. We have a cool Jingle All the Way. It's one of my favorite movies. Kind of like a little movie poster here. I think that's a scene where they're trying to get I think it was a numbered ball or something, and they'd have to turn that ball in just for a chance to get the Turbo Man doll. Here's the Turbo Man doll right here. Yeah, he was just, I don't know, it kind of signifies, some parents, they go through this struggle at Christmas where their kid wants an item, but that item is pretty unobtainable and popular. So here also on the wall, there's a nice neighbor who gave us this.
Yeah, that was Barbara.
Yeah.
And she just said, would your son like that? And I said, absolutely would. So this one, it was used for putting prices and stuff up. You could have it like a menu on there. So one of these days we want to get the little white, or you could use different color, white or red or something, and put the little magnets on there because it's magnetized. It's metal, so you can just put all these. You could put some, let's say you say Coke 10 cents and hot dog 15 cents or whatever, something like that. We'll think about that one anyway.
Yeah, like you could even put like Christmas magnets onto it.
Yeah.
Like I noticed there's some like Coke Christmas magnets, so that would be nice.
Yeah.
Just put some seasonal things on it.
Yeah.
We also have a Grinch tin lunch box. I love the tin lunch boxes. They're just so nicely decorated. So you have that. We have, of course, our 4 nutcrackers. They're mostly for show because I don't think nuts can fit in there.
Right.
And we have a nice plate here. It says Noel 1992. My parents actually got this for me for my recent birthday because that's the year I was born. So it's a nice decorative plate that I'll carry with me in the future. Moving on, we have our popcorn machine. I know the little popcorn machine item the other day was pretty popular. So yeah, here's a life-size popcorn machine for all of you. Of course, on top of it, we have a cart. Tin cart here. It says 5 cents. 5 cents for a Coke. That's dangerous.
Yeah.
And could you imagine if Cokes were 5 cents nowadays?
Overdose on
Yeah,
those.
we'd be overdosing. Here's another nice Coke truck here. I really like this one because it actually has, the wheels that turn. Like you could probably actually use it on the ground, which I never would. But yeah, it's just pretty cool. And here is our other kind of wind turner, as we call it. So it's just kind of used. Some stores probably use these to, just as advertisement. So it, turns around and it's nice motion. Here's a nice one. Kind of a stand-up advertisement. Where did you get this one?
That's Erskine as well.
Erskine. This one's Erskine. So it's just another cool advertisement piece that would probably be in the store.
This is vintage. You can see the vintage Coke face there too.
Yeah. Have a pretty realistic looking Santa. Let's see, we have here's another kind of advertisement sort of piece. You can get these. I believe this one I got at the Strathcona Antiques, and it was a fairly decent price. It was like $25. A lot of these are made like reproduction, so you can get them for pretty cheap, but they look like the real deal. So yeah. Then going on to our Coke tabletop here. We have so many Coke items. Don't even know where to start. We have these cool 2 decks of playing cards. I believe there's a cool case here. We just didn't want to take it out of the box because it's the original box here. So yeah, those are playing cards. We have some, I like this. Kind of showcases the Coke bottles over the year. So as you can see, to start off, what year was that? 1899. It had a pretty boring shape, as I may say.
Like medicine.
Yeah, it was just kind of like medicine.
Medicinal bottle.
Yeah, medicinal bottle. But I think they had traces of, was it cocaine?
Yeah.
In Coke to start off. And of course they took that out. But yeah, as you move along, you can see the shape start to change. Like even the second bottle, it's still not, doesn't have the shape of what we have now. And as you go like over the years, I kind of like this one right here. It's kind of slender, but also like it bulges in the middle and then slenders up top. What year is that? 1957. That's probably my favorite Coke bottle right there. And you'd be 2 years old there.
I'd be 2 years old. Me and Mommy.
Yeah.
And here
But
is
you're older than me.
By 4 days.
by 4 days, and you're born in the same hospital.
Yep.
Here is, I believe this one was either the 1899 or the one right after it. Actually, it might be the one right after. It is the one right after it. 1900.
Whoa.
This bottle. I don't think it's actually from the year 1900,
No.
but
No.
It's a
I like
real-
to imagine that it's
Yeah.
from, that year. So
Oh yeah.
we have another bottle here. This one is 1915. So that's the next
Ooh.
bottle that was made after. And as you can see, you got a lot of Coke in this one. Like it's pretty wide piece. So yeah, that's actually one of my favorites as well. What else do we have here? We have the 2 tin lunch boxes. These ones, I believe I got these at the Strathcona as well. They weren't very expensive either, but like really good condition. So yeah, anything that's like kind of tin, I love it. And it has like all the, of course, the Coke on there. Love the colors. It's kind of Christmas colors, green and red.
Mm-hmm.
We have, I love the trays. Got this one for my birthday as well. It's just a nice, great condition Santa with a bunny. I don't know, you could probably showcase this even at Easter because it has a bunny in it. Just great. I love the colors, green and red. Has a nice bow at the top there.
Also, these sometimes there's either on the side or in the back, there's documentation, so you can actually see when it was made. And this is what was surprising to us. If you look at this one, when it was made, and you see that it's a tray that's pretty old. It was marked here
It's
somewhere.
1990, I believe.
There it is, 1990. And if you think of it,
It's
1990.
like 30 years old.
It's 30 years old.
In
And
great
this
condition, no
tray,
scratches.
there's no scratches on this tray at all. Nothing at all.
So we think that the original owner, they didn't use this at all. They just
Yeah.
probably showcased it, and they probably had a cool collection as well, and they just showcased it
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it does not look used. So yeah, we have a couple of other trays here. I'm not too sure where we got this one from. Probably Rocky Mountain or one of those.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but this one, I believe this is based on a tray that was made probably in the 1950s.
Yeah, you can tell this is an old
This one is a bit scratched
I
up.
think this one actually is the authentic one.
Might actually be the
'Cause
authentic.
it's got the scratches and showing its age,
Mm-hmm.
which it should here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd think it would show the year.
Sometimes they would show them, depending on the production time, they would show it on the edge, where they would put the year on the edge. They'd put a certain amount of stuff on the edges, but sometimes they don't. And this is an old one, but I don't think at that time they had it on there. But it's
But
an
still,
old,
it's in pretty darn
Mhm.
good condition considering the age of it.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Here's another tray. These ones, I believe, are based off of the tipping trays, right?
Yeah.
It's just like a bigger version of it.
Yeah, we'll show you those after.
And they usually have just ladies on them drinking Coke. That was their advertisement back then. They had well-dressed woman drinking Coke. So apparently that sold. That was a selling marketing tactic back then.
The other thing, Matthew, is this cool thing here, this shelf. I got that online. And that shelf's actually authentic Coca-Cola, an actual holder for the bottles. And they would adapt them to these little holders. And so we ordered that because we thought, hey, this is nice. So that's what that is.
Yeah, you kind of like the rustic look of it, because the wood is a little bit worn out, which just makes it like authentic. I just love it. Of course, it's used to showcase these tipping trays. So like back then, the server, I believe, would bring this to the table, and then you'd put their tip on there. So it's just a really neat piece that never really seen before until recently. So moving on, we have I kind of like this piece. I don't know, they probably just got this at a convenience store, to be honest, but of course you just like sip your drink out of it. Might have actually been a Slurpee, but yeah, I like the polar bear figure on it, and it's the Coke sign that he's holding. We have of course we have some more trays here. These ones we just didn't have room, and I guess yeah,
Those
we
are-
have triples.
They're triples.
We like this one so much that there's triples.
So Matthew may be giving gifts out in the future.
Yes, that's very possible. We have, oh, here's another one here. I kind of like this one because it's just smaller than the others, and yeah, I like the color on it. Here, these ones, they aren't Coke related, but I got them at the Rocky Mountain antique shop, and they were like really good price. They were, I believe it was two for $2.50.
Yeah.
Just a very good price and in mint condition.
Mm-hmm.
And of course I love hot chocolate, so just had to have that. Here, oh, this is a great item here. My sister actually got this for my birthday this year, and it was just used to hold straws. And yeah, I love the colors on it. It says entertain your thirst. So it really makes you thirsty when you look at it. Here is I like this one because it has 3 different Coke cars. It's called the Poster Car Collection. So yeah, it's just I think any guy would love to have this because of course guys love their cars and they loved playing with cars as kids. So just kind of a reminder of that. And we have a nice mirror here. It says at soda fountains. There's that 5 cents again. The most refreshing drink in the world.
Somebody's in there.
Yeah, we have a lady in there.
And
She's probably
somebody else.
Oh, who is that?
Probably a little girl.
I don't know who that is. Let's see. Oh, down here.
Yeah.
We have all these cool Coke glasses. My favorite was actually this one. Coca-Cola in 1992, they made a special Year of the Monkey glass. So it has the nice monkeys on it with the red coloring. And yeah, I just love the color of it and just the story behind it.
You should actually tell the funny side of those cups, Dad. Those glasses.
Oh yes,
You can
tell the funny story.
You can say it.
No, go ahead.
You say it. You brought it up.
Well, what it is that we never realized it. We knew that Matthew really liked those glasses with the monkey on it. So anyways, Jules went online and he ordered the 2 glasses. During the meantime, Matthew never knew we ordered for him. So Matthew turned around and ordered a couple glasses as well. And it made such a commotion in regards to the order that the guy landed up sending Jules a message, and Jules said, just cancel. And he says, how many do I cancel? 2 or 4? So anyways, Jules had him cancel the other 2. So there we have the story behind the glasses of the monkey.
Yeah, it was an interesting story for sure.
We all were looking for that monkey, so we're pretty desperate.
Yeah.
Yes. Here's just another glass here. Has different Coca-Cola stars on it with the bottles. Like that one. There's another one here. Actually has Dairy Queen. So I don't know if it was maybe used by Dairy Queen possibly. But yeah, it's from Joanne and Brad. It's kind of a nice gift. It has a Santa on it. So
Very
yeah,
nice.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We have this is one of my favorites, just because I remember those commercials, those Coke commercials that they used to have, and they'd always have the polar bear families. They'd be drinking their Coke. So this, of course, has the polar bear on there. On the back side, there's a nice polar bear paw. Here we have this one. It was actually based on the Vancouver 2010 games.
Mm-hmm.
So that one, as someone who hadn't really seen an Olympics that was hosted in Canada, I thought it was like Vancouver was a pretty cool experience. Even though I wasn't able to be there at that time, it's just, I don't know, I think a lot of Canadians were like very prideful of being able to host the games at that time. So this is just kind of a representation of that time. Here is it's another cool mug here with the Santa. I just love anything with Santa on it. Here's another, of course, polar bear scene. I love this one. It's like someone almost painted it on there, but it's just it kind of reminds me of one of those lemonade stands where you're selling the lemonade. It says Coca-Cola 5 cents. The little polar bears. It doesn't look like they're really selling to anyone else. They're actually consuming the product. So yeah, it seems like it's just too good to sell. Here is this one is actually Barcelona 92. So that's actually the year I was born. And obviously Spain. That's when they hosted the Olympics there. So that one's pretty cool. We have this one. I love this one. Has the jeans. Like, yeah, it's just a really cool piece. It has the jeans on it. And of course says Coca-Cola. Yeah. And I think this is the last glass here. Just has a bunch of cool Coca-Cola logos on it with different colors. So I just like the shape and color of it. And here's a special board game from Joanne and Brad that they got. It's pretty cool. It's Monopoly. So we've all played Monopoly, and I did not know that they had a Coca-Cola edition. So it was really awesome when I received this, because I just never knew that Monopoly had Coca-Cola edition. And I love the just the picture on there, just enjoying the Coke. And of course we have the trays here that are holding the glasses. Just this one's 1986. I believe they had pretty big marketing campaign during that time because they were trying to compete with Pepsi. So they show on here just people really enjoying the Coke. So in a lot of their ads, they would have kind of like high school, university aged people. And they'd just be, the ads would be them having fun, essentially. Because Pepsi, they kind of had the same marketing strategy. So they were really neck and neck during that time. And that's pretty much the Coke area. I don't know if you want to show anything else.
Well, Mello's snooping around. Of course, she has to be part of it somehow, eh, Mello? Yeah, she's snooping around.
Mello.
Seeing if she can find anything.
Mellow.
If she's a good girl,
Seeing if there's any cookie
if she's
droppings.
a good girl,
Ooh,
she might get a cookie. Oh, she did.
ooh, there we go.
Okay. So, we just wanted to sort of end up on this beautiful scene Matthew set up here. This is really cool. And kind of wish everybody a Merry Christmas. And this is our part 2. We're probably going to put out some more videos. We wanted to do some of our Christmas books, readings, maybe some little readings, short ones, and especially geared for everybody, but especially for Grace and Hope as well. So you guys want to say anything?
Well,
Here.
Merry Christmas to everybody.
Yes, Merry Christmas,
Lots of
everyone.
blessings
Don't
and-
forget to just smash that like and subscribe button for these folks.
Yeah.
They all say that, eh?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what they all say. I'm trying to help you out.
Okay, thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.